Welcome to our nipple sizing guide video. So I'm going to show you guys my evidence-based approach on how to size your nipple appropriately so that you may have an optimal fitting flange size when you pump. Flange sizing is incredibly important. It has a huge role on your milk supply if you regularly pump, and it can definitely have a role on how comfortable it is, if you're having pain, clogged ducts, etc. So one of the big things that I'm very interested in as a lactation consultant is this, nipple sizing. This is going to go against everything you've heard, any other guide you have heard previously. So bear with me. This is a new approach as of this year on how to size a nipple for an appropriately fitting flange. So previously there used to be some sort of formula where you size your nipple from one side to the other, then add 3 to 4 millimeters to that, and that's your magic number. No more. That we know that is not actually effective because we want to have light contact with the sides of our nipples onto the flange size. We want it to be comfortable, we want it to move freely, but we want to ensure that the areola, none of the areola outside the tip of your nipple is getting into the flange tunnel. And when that happens, the point of suction, where most of that suction and stimulation is actually going to the base of your nipples, which is where a lot of nerves are. And those nerves will tell your brain, hey, we're receiving stimulation, make more milk. And that's what we want. Versus when we have, a large part of the areola like this, inside the flange tunnel, it is actually compressing the milk ducts inside around the areola because it's causing the areola to stretch and be suctioned rhythmically under the pump. So that can lead to some issues where it's decreasing your milk supply, you're getting internal ductual damage, and that can be a high risk for frequent clogs, mastitis, you name it, decreased milk supply. So let's avoid the whole thing and start off right. So with JANZ, we now have this nipple ruler available. You can ask them, hey, can I have one of the nipple rulers? And you will get these for free. They are going to be a new resource, a new tool for all moms to use. And here, on each and every one, there's a QR code. If you scan it, it will take you to one of my blogs where I give you detailed instructions on how to do this. But if you are a visual or audio learner, this video is also supportive of that. In the blog, I give you some examples of poor fitting and correct fitting flanges as well, so that can help you. And honestly, what we're doing right here, the sizing, this is only half of it. So half of this effort is to size it, and then the next part is to to try on a few sizes. So you're gonna find your number that fits best to your nipple, and then I would encourage you to try on 3 different sizes. So you're gonna have the number that is the size of your nipple, and then go one size up and one size down to see what feels most comfortable. We don't want any pinching, we don't want any uncomfortable pressure. We wanna make sure that nipple is moving in and out freely, and that it is, some light contact or very close contact from the sides of the nipple to the flange. So here's a couple of different nipples. Let's see what size they are. And this tool, it goes from 10 millimeters to 27 millimeters. And I'm gonna be honest, in the last 7.5 years, I've never seen a 28 or 30 or 36 nipple in my life. I think I have seen maybe 5 24 millimeters nipples, and predominantly they're almost always 21 or lower. So it doesn't get to 28. I'd be very shocked if you actually have a 28 millimeter size nipple though. So this one clearly is a little bigger. This is our bigger nipple, and this is our smaller nipple. Let's see where the big one is. So we want to make sure when we put the nipple in these holes that there is no visible areola in the circle. We want to make sure the circle is just the size of the base of the nipple. So clearly 27 is way too big. We got a lot of visible areola. Same, 24. And here's a trick. If you're not sure if you can see it, pull the tool so the circle is on right snug up to your nipple, then tilt your nipple to the side, and that will expose any areola that is visible. And 21, getting better. We still see some areola there. Let's try our 19. Let's see. We still got a little bit of visible areola. So let's try our 17. This is our perfect fit. Now let me show you what you should avoid. So 17 looks like a good fit, went on easily, comfortably. Let's try 16, very close. So it's kind of stuck at the tip, but I know if I tug it down, maybe pull my nipple through it, we can actually get it. And you know, definitely no areola is shown, but you had to tug it down. That's where it would be too tight for comfort. And sometimes we might find that the tip of our nipple is larger than the base. So, and I do think that this tip is a little bit larger than the base. So you want to find one that can comfortably, smoothly go on without having to tug it, and that has the least amount of areola visible. So the perfect size, according to, you know, a tool like this, would be 17. Now for this nipple, I would encourage, if this was on a mother, I would say, go ahead, try a 19 millimeter, a 17 millimeter, and a 15 millimeter. Which one fits you best, is most comfortable, has the close contact they're looking for with the side of the nipple to the flange shield, and also allows you to express milk the fastest. That's gonna be the one that is best for you. Now let's try our small nipple. So clearly, 27 is way too big. We got a lot of areola going on here. Let's shoot down to 21. Yep, still a lot of areola. Let's go at 17. We still got a lot of areola. Let's try 13. It's getting better. There's less areola, but still not quite. And then we got our 12. Much better. There's just a little bit of visible areola. Let's try 10. Okay, here's the perfect. We have very little to no visible areola. So for this one, because you can find 10 millimeter flanges, they are hard to find, and I have never seen one that goes smaller than 10. So for this one, I would try a 10, 12, or 13. If you can find a 12. So most of the flange sizes are separated by 2 millimeters. So regular sizes that are easy to find is gonna be, you know, 27 or 28. We're gonna also have the 24, the 21, the 19s, the 17s, 15s, 13s. And if you have a size in between, you could get some inserts like the, what are they? The Bergen cushions, where it will add 2 millimeters, or yeah, it will reduce 2 millimeters. So if you kind of have a wonky in between size, you might have to look further for something that is most fitting. But let's say you were an 18. Again, I would say try that 19, try that 17, see which one feels good. And I would even suggest to try a 15 for this one. So always try one size up from what you have and 2 sizes down from the size that you got, if you are an in-between size. So that is the basics of sizing your own nipples, and you know, a fun introduction to this new tool, this new resource that JANZ is now providing moms, so we can help you guys have a better, more successful pumping experience. I hope this added some education value. Please share this video so other moms can have access to this evidence-based information as well. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.